And we got predictions coming up as well for Group C, F, and I. So stick around and support the blood cleating. Let's do this. Group A. Oh my fucking God. Pardon my language, but gotta drop an F-bomb for Serbia though, because Serbia, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Brilliant. Could I say brilliant again? Brilliant. God damn. Oh, man, Serbia. Serbia, man, you deserve it. I didn't predict Serbia to actually qualify for the World Cup. So I like to take the time to apologize to Serbia for not predicting them to make the World Cup because they have proven me wrong. But Portugal, you deserve everything you got. You and the playoffs are a match made in heaven. Because I don't know what Fernando Santos is doing. I really don't know what kind of decisions he's making. And, you know, it's like when you have too much money and you're not good with money, you tend to buy dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much Fernando Santos with the Portuguese squad. He has way too many options. He don't even know what to do. Way too many top star players don't know what to do. And it's not necessarily the best team on paper that wins, because you could have all these stars and there's no cohesiveness. There's a whole lot of ego and all of that in the dressing room, and you know, one player thinks he's better than the other and things like that. You got that going on. You got a player playing for Man City, you got a player playing for Man United, you got a player playing for Sporting, you got one playing for Porto, you got one playing for Benfica. So it's all that, you know, back and forth thing, I think, probably going on with this Portuguese team. Probably some politics. The 11 that I saw they put out against Ireland, it's stupid. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. Damn stupid. Anyways, and Ronaldo has not stepped up to the plate when it's necessary this time around. But you got to give it to him for what he's done in the past, though. But forget about freaking Portugal. They're in the playoffs, man, where they actually deserve to be. Because they played around in the game against Serbia. I know they should have won the first game, right? But Serbia lucked out. Serbia lucked out in terms of goal line technology failing there. But it is what it is. You should have won. You should have scored more. You see what I'm saying? And you should have not conceded twice in the game as well. So it is what it is. It happened how it's supposed to happen. And then they struggled twice against the Republic of Ireland. They even struggled in a game against Luxembourg. So, a lot of us seen this coming, even though we didn't predict them to go through the playoffs. But we seen it coming. We are not surprised, Portugal. We are just shocked. We are just shocked that Serbia did so well. Big up to Serbia, man. Big up to Blood Cleat Serbia. Seriously. They proved me wrong, and I like to be proven wrong because, you know, whenever I'm being proven wrong, it means that something good happens, that something, you know what I mean, miraculous happened. Yeah, trust that. So Portugal 1, Serbia 2. Renato Sanchez in the second minute. And that was a controversial goal where there was a foul in the build-up, and maybe it should have been chalked off. But who knows? Maybe because Portugal are a big gun, the referee said, whatever, man, we're giving Portugal the goal. I don't know. I don't know what the instructions were from UEFA and FIFA. I don't know. I'm just saying. But Serbia continued to defy the odds. After going behind, they were the more dominant team for the entire game. I can't remember Portugal getting another clear-cut opportunity. I don't even know who's in goal for freaking Serbia. Seriously. That's how much of a, easy game he had. Rajkovic. I don't know who he is. Predrag Rajkovic. He hardly had anything to do. Hardly. He could have taken out a newspaper and chill out. He could have wrote a novel in goal. He wasn't that busy. He wasn't that, but you know who was busy? Rui Patricio, and that shot by Dusan Tadic, he should have saved it. Dusan Vlahovic did hit the base of the post as well. And Serbia was just peppering Portugal, man. 11 shots, 3 on target, 2 in the back of the net. And that goal by Alexander Mitrovic, 90th minute settings. Mitrovic off the bench. You got to give it to Dragan Stojkovic here because it's a masterclass. First, by not starting Mitrovic and playing the inform man. I know Mitrovic is in form, but the man who's in form in Syria and been in form all in 2021, Dusan Vlahovic, the hottest striker on the block right about now in terms of new kids on the block, right? And you have Mitrovic to come off the bench. You have Luka Jovic to come off the bench as well. And you have a bunch of other guys like Nemanja Radonic to come off the bench. And it worked out. It definitely worked out. Because that ball that was put in by Dusan Tadic. Listen, Tadic, bro, I know you're playing for Ajax. I no disrespect to Ajax, bro. But Tadic, you should be playing for one of these big clubs, bro. I know Ajax is a big club, but you know what I mean. In one of them top leagues. You should be playing for City, bro. I'ma sign you up. I'm gonna call Pep Guardiola tomorrow and tell him to sign you up ASAP because I'm telling you, bro, that ball had all kind of devils on it, man, because how that got to the back post there for Mitrovic to head in and nobody marking him as well, that was absolutely ridiculous, man. Mitrovic to divert that header. If you wanted anybody else underneath that ball, it was Alexander Mitrovic. It was Mitrovic. And the Serbians went wild because at that point they knew they had won the game. That was absolutely brilliant. You look at the star-studded team that Portugal has there. It didn't count for anything. It counted for nothing on the day. João Felix, 100 mil. Bruno Fernandes, almost $100 million. Andre Silva, Ruben Neves, João Paulinho, big names. Cristiano Ronaldo crying at the end of the game. João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. Man City players, I don't care. Y'all need to be ashamed. Bernardo Silva, all of y'all. You were poor on the day. Jota, all of y'all were garbage on the day. But let's not take anything away from Serbia. Serbia definitely outplayed Portugal. They showed them up big time. Showed them up big time, man. You see what I mean? Showed them up big time. So congratulations to Serbia once again. They qualify directly for Qatar. No playoff thing. They're not in a no play thing. You see what I'm saying? And Portugal would now have to go into the playoffs where they would be one of the seeded teams. And you never know because you don't want to get a team like Austria. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to get Austria. If Switzerland goes through, you don't want to. If Switzerland get into the playoffs, you don't want Switzerland. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, but I'm not really putting together the teams right now because I might be saying that some of the teams are actually ranked close to each other and they can't play each other. So it is what it is, though. But look, that is it. Let's just take a look at the results really quick so you get a visual of the results so you could know for sure. Yes, it happened. It happened. Serbia 2, Portugal 1. And the Republic of Ireland 3, Luxembourg 0. So in that game, Republic of Ireland scored in the 67th minute, Shane Duffy. And then Chiedozie Ogbene. Ogbene was really, really good against Portugal, by the way. He scored in the 75th minute. And then Colum Robinson, the 88th minute to give the Republic of Ireland a good win where, you know, they end their World Cup qualifying campaign respectably, not losing any of their last 5 games. But overall, I expected them to compete, but they didn't. So Serbia, once again, proved me wrong. And I apologize, man. But enough with the apologies. We got to move on. Congrats, Serbia. Let's see what you do at the World Cup. Back-to-back World Cups, man. Back-to-back World Cups for Serbia. That's big. That is huge. That is humongous. So, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We got to drop something for Serbia, though. We definitely got to drop one of these guys. Cover your ears. That's for Serbia. They deserve it.